Hi everyone. So Jupiter is now in Cancer and it's been in Cancer since June 9th of this year, 2025, and it will stay there until June 30th, 2026. Um, Cancer is a sign that is set to be really comfortable when Jupiter comes to visit. Jupiter is about having bounteous, having so much that you don't know what to do with it. Jupiter is very interesting planet in astrology. Jupiter was known as Zeus, and Zeus was very big on making sure that he spread his seed wild. And Cancer is a moon placement, which is all about holding the seed, nurturing it, and growing it. So Jupiter loves to be in this placement. And one of the big things about Cancer is it's also the mother archetype of the zodiac. So there is going to be a lot of situations where your domestic life and your family life are going to be highlighted more for the next year. Just because of the enormous amount of energy that the planet Jupiter brings into its transits. It's a really big planet and it's a gas giant. So, where it goes, you definitely will find your attention will go there as well. So, this transit, I'm really naming it Mothering You Give and the Mothering You Got. Mothering You Give and the Mothering You Got. So I got this idea for this title from the late Donna Cunningham, and I just love her brilliant work. And this was one of the titles that I thought really fit that Jupiter in Cancer vibration. So Jupiter will retrograde on November 11th, 2025 at 25 degrees of Cancer, and it will go all the way until 15 degrees of Cancer. And then it will go direct on March 11th, 2026. So when I looked at the Jupiter in Cancer transit, one of the things I really picked up on was the fact that Jupiter is going to be going through the part of the sky where Mars was just basically like there for a really long time. I think Mars retrograded in Cancer and Leo for like a good 8 months, from late last year, like October, to like I think this year, April, early May, if I'm not mistaken. I have a video on that if you guys want to take a look at the specific dates. But what I am very interested in with this Jupiter transit is the fact that Jupiter will be going over where Mars was retrograding. And in mythology, Jupiter is the father of Mars. Okay, so Jupiter is the father of Mars in mythology. And Mars is actually ranked second in command of the gods next to his father Jupiter, which is Zeus. So this is a really big clue here as to how this Jupiter transit can go. Like I said, the mother you give and the mothering you got. The mothering you give and the mothering you got. Always remember this with Cancer energy. So, the fact that Jupiter and Mars are related, and Jupiter is the father, representing the expansion and wisdom, and Mars is basically the action oriented planet, the soldier, the warrior. You're really looking at kind of like wisdom to the warrior kind of vibration with this transit of Jupiter going over where Mars was. All of the things that was going on when Mars was in Cancer, Jupiter is going to pass through those points starting late August, from like August 28th 2025 and on, it will pass through where Mars basically started going direct in its transit in Cancer at 17 degrees. So it is really going to be kind of like an expansion, an awareness, a wisdom, a father kind of showing their son the right ways of doing things, or the ways that things could be done. And because it's in Cancer, it really depends on what kind of nurturing or guidance you received when you were young from your parental figure or your guardian, and also how it's manifesting in like your adult life at this point. Okay, so it can be someone that is an older person to you, someone you look up to, someone that is a higher ranking than you, someone that is going to come kind of to that Martian energy where it was passing, back and forth and back and forth. It's like Jupiter's going to come and give it wisdom. This is how I'm looking at this Jupiter in Cancer transit. It's like we're going to be going back in time a little bit with Jupiter. Even though Jupiter is a planet that moves really quick through each zodiac sign, it does take a year. But it seems like in this year, Jupiter is going to be wrapping up things that Mars, his son, was trying to finish. It's like when the Mars retrograde cycle was over, it's like a lot more things happened, right? So it wasn't really like we were done with things. It was just kind of like things calmed down and they went right back up again. So what I'm seeing with Jupiter is like Jupiter's coming in and really going to like expand, okay, what was happening. And depending on our awareness, our perspective, our knowledge, our information, this is going to be the thing, our faith, our belief, right? That's going to be the thing that's going to allow enlightenment to really come through with this Jupiter transit. So yeah, I really wanted to talk about this Jupiter transit in a way that can really make sense to those of you that went through something during the Mars retrograde cycle. I do have videos on that. Look back at those to really figure out timings for yourself. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.